Good morning. My name is Annie Batchelder, Reverend Annie Batchelder. I'm an Akashic channel, and this is the live channeling on my Facebook group page called Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness. And Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness is a book that my guides, the Akashic beings of light, channeled. And that's chapters 1 and 2 are for sale on my Etsy page, on my in my Etsy shop, which is soulsorcerer.etsy.com. Soul Sorcerer, not sorceress, but sorcerer, soul sorcerer at etsy.com. And so is a book called, an ebook called Healing Self-Doubt, which you might be interested in. All of us have some self-doubt that we would like to unload. And this is a great way to do it. I just am drawn to introduce you to two of my teachers, the most important teachers in my life. This is Sinea Roman. She's now deceased, and I think she's flying with the angels because she is angelic in her energy. And this is Dwayne Packer, and they were partners forever and ever. Both of them incredible channels, just amazing, and they set the standard for me for what it is to be a good channel and to deliver good spiritual information. I'm in a new spot here for variety, and I just wanted to presence them. Dwayne channels a being called Da Ben, and between Da Ben and Sinea's guide, Oren, they brought through Awakening Your Light Body, which was some of the most profound work I've ever done and continues to be really profound. And at some point I may end up teaching it, but that would be a whole different arena to work in. It's very esoteric and very energy sensing oriented, which is why I think it's one of the reasons why I'm good at sensing energy when I do readings, because I can feel you. Good morning, Mitchell Rothbard. Aren't you up early? Nice to see you. I want to remind you, when I'm doing these lives on Facebook, you can write in the comments what your question is, and I will ask the Akashic beings of light to channel on it. Occasionally, my original guide, Anubis, may come in. Good morning, Sana Marie. We just have such a great connection around here. I love it. You can write in your question in the comments on the Facebook page, and I will channel an answer for you. Sana wants to join me on live video. You know, I'm not necessarily going to do that. It's complicated enough for me to have me join me on video. I appreciate it. Maybe someday I will do that, and someday I would like to have others talk with me, because to hold forth just as me, you know, I'm not that interesting, so I want to bring some other people on, so to give some variety. But that's a whole new thing, and that's not going to happen today. However, we are going to do some prayers to open the day, and this is these are a couple of my prayers. Sorry. All right, this is one of the prayers that I'm going to read today. It's called the Higher Purpose Prayer. And if you want, you can repeat after me. I'll try to remember. I'm saying it slowly so that you can repeat it I just end up in the energies and then forget to make sure that you guys are properly included. Holy Spirit of light, illuminate divine truth so it is seen, felt, and known. Holy Spirit of healing, heal me so that divine healing may be seen, felt, and known. Holy Spirit of love, love me so that divine love is seen, felt, and known. Allow me to transmit divine light, divine truth, divine healing, and infinite love all around the globe. This is a healing prayer. As I hold you in divine light, your inner light shines bright. As I hold you in divine light, you fill completely with healing and soothing light. As I hold you in divine light, your soul is in you and with you. Divine light is infinite, wise, loving, and healing. The light knows what you need at each and every moment. The light knows you intimately as a soul and as a human being. The light knows you as a spark of God. The light is reflected in each and every one of your cells. The light provides balance, courage, and knowingness. The light knows that you struggle. Relax, breathe, feel, and know. You are a unique spark within the grand, elegant light. Your light is important, effective, and valuable. Your light is pure, undamaged, and uncontaminated. You, the human, and you, the soul, are loved and lovable. There is no part of you that is unworthy, unhealed, or imperfect. You are exactly where, who, and what you need to be. You are free from judgment. You are wise. You understand. Your choices are many and you are free to choose. The divine and the archangels surround you now. They will not abandon you, nor will I. Give yourself a moment to absorb that. And it's fine if you would like to ask a question. Please write it in the comments below. Let's get you all up on my Facebook page. And I would just love it if you would write a question in the comments on the Facebook page. I love to answer your comments and answer your questions. Good morning, Shara. How are you, sweetheart? Life is good, isn't it? All right, let's see who's. I am happy and open to receive the message, Cynthia says. I need to hear today from my guides and ancestors. All right, this is good. That's a great stance to be in. I think especially today, the energy is so bright and spring-like. You might as well just let that spring flow through you, even though you're still thawing out up there in Idaho, right, Cynthia? And Shara says, should I move? Should I move to Mexico mid-June? San Miguel de Allende or Ajacic? I'm not exactly sure how to say that. Lake Chapala. All right, let's just get a sense of this. I'm calling in the Akashic beings of light to assist me with this. They like Lake Chapala. That the energy of that is smooth. It feels spacious enough, and there are some elements of your own psychic abilities and your own knowingness that you can pick up from past lives there. Don't get too caught up in the beheadings or the bloodlettings. Some of the bloody history in the area is you're acquainted with, but don't let that swamp you. What you're looking for is kind of the higher frequencies that you can find at dawn around the lake as the swallows dip in and get drinks, and as the birds start to sing and wake up with the sun. And there are devotions to the sun that you make in around the lake that are enhancing to you, your body, make you feel fulfilled. This feels very good for you for the summer, at least, possibly a little bit more. I see you kind of coming back, maybe for sure in November, for sure by November, whether to here or they're bringing up Oregon for some reason for you in the fall, which may be a good time for you in that arena, although chilly and wetter. But you can visit what is it, how do you say that name? AJIC. That town is a good town. It's very lively. You can go in there for a lot more communing with humanity. Might be a little bit busy, especially during the late spring season, early summer. You might find that lively, which is good. You need to do some dancing and get around a bit and get known. But that feels as if your dollars will go farther and your spirit will grow higher. If those two things match up for you, which I think they will, that's a good indication. Definitely a good indication of what you're headed for. So let me see what else we got here. Oh, Shara says, your space is beautiful. I love your rings. The reason my space is beautiful is because Shara Renee Seaver came in and helped me organize it. I'm still beautifying it and adding to the elements here. But it's because she helped me to get the energy organized and to really wrap myself around what I'm up to and express it in my office. I'm so grateful. It feels good and business is going well. On that topic too, my Etsy store is up and running. It is available. You go to soulsorcerer.etsy.com. Soul Sorcerer, not sorceress or sorcerer, just soulsorcerer.etsy.com. And there's an ebook on healing self-doubt in there for $22. You can download it. And there's also the chapters 1 and chapters 1 and 2 of my Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness and Akashic Records Guide to Living a Fulfilled Life on the Etsy store, as well as lots of quotes suitable for framing and so that you have the printed reminder of your soul's beautiful energy. Lots of quotes from the book Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness, and more to come. Of course, there are another 38 chapters of the book that I'll be posting over time, and also I want to post some of the rest of the healing classes that I've given. Body Revelations is going to be very interesting. It's really cataloging all of the illnesses you've had since childhood, literally from the get-go to where you are now, and seeing them from a soul perspective, from a spiritual perspective of what was your physical state of being, what was your mental state of being, what was your level of development, and what was the spiritual component, the spiritual reason that you being ill or diminished in this way, how is that good for you? I'm really getting all of the spiritual messages for people who've been through illness, disability, injury. This beings having those kind of setbacks, what the heck are they for, and how can you learn to interpret them? And way to go about it. And it's been very effective. It was really a surprise to me to come upon when I was in 5th grade. I was in an experimental class with 5th and 6th graders with a very dynamic teacher, and we had the benefit of 5 student teachers in that class. So there was a lot of big learning going on. There's a lot of freedom, but a lot of big learning. And I had so many cases of bronchitis that year. And I was like, what was going on with that? And then I find that, it was okay with me to be filled with mucus and coughing, sneezing, blowing my nose, homesick, if I got to just be quiet and not have to be on, not have to be cute, not have to give all the right answers, not have to live up to somebody else's idea of who I'm supposed to be. And I could just stay home and be left alone. My mom would make toast, orange juice, lots of tea. Which to this point in our family, you only got to watch half an hour a day. But to find out there was a good reason why my spirit felt that I should be sick a lot during that year. It's difficult. That was one way I felt. To understand from this loving point of view is really Morning, Melody Mitchell. Please, if you have a question, feel free to type it into the comments. I'm going to keep looking at the comments here on Bring Forth Soul Consciousness page, and I want to answer any questions that you have. So, in terms of what Cynthia said, she's open to whatever her guides and beings of light have messages for her today. And they're saying today should be rest or quiet and outdoorsy. If you can get outdoors, do some breathing, walking. I don't know what you do in your neighborhood, if it's snowshoeing or skiing or going cross country skiing, but give yourself some quiet time where you're in motion. And you get to move your body, but just let the energy move in you. Not to be too serious. You don't have to produce a particular result, but allow yourself to take in the air, the sunshine, and the freedom. You really, one of the joys of you being a free person and having freed yourself from the entanglements that you've had to, which have been profound. In fact, Cynthia has a ton to share about if you grew up with a very rigorous religious group that you had to break free of. She's an excellent coach or guide to how to untrap yourself from that energy, how to step out into your own identity and your own spiritual connections and your own version of right and wrong and integrity. It's a very good guide for that. So, and she's very loving, very sensitive. She feels everything. that you feel. It's a wonderful, wonderful coach. So, Melody, the guides have some information about the sort of the knot or the disruption in your belly. This is several things. It's physical, it's manifesting physically right now because you need to really up the ante on your probiotics, on your fermented foods, this is a really good time to let go of eating things that don't serve you. Wheat and sugar would be top of the list. American wheat and American sugar, and those two items are the worst offenders in the American diet. But also because wheat is treated with pesticides that don't allow the gut to digest food. And it's also a way to untangle the angst that you feel in that third chakra, and be able to bring divine light into that third chakra, into that stomach area, into that link with your integrity and your connection to the divine. Yeah, there you go. The divine's targeting you in that third chakra area to be able to receive her. In my world, the divine is a feminine pronoun, called the Great Creatress. But she's targeting you in that area because you're a very strong-willed person, but the way you deal with power is blocking you from some energy of the heart. So there's a feeling of tightness, of not having your heart supported. And you can have your heart supported. You can feel that you are of one unified nature. And what would help you is to embody your soul's light, to bring the light of your soul in every day, to really relish the light of your soul in that unique set of frequencies that makes up you as we know you. I don't know you really that well, but I'm so glad that you're here. So that you can become one with your soul and your soul's purposes. And you're just to one side of the soul's purposes. It's almost in you, and the alignment with your soul will allow you to take on your soul's work in a more unified way. And you don't have to attack it. You don't have to attack your soul's purposes. You don't have to like march after it and hunt it down and kill it and really accomplish it. What you have to do is allow the soul's purposes to begin to be part of you as you allow yourself to become acquainted with and familiar with the light of your own soul, because your soul is going to get its work out in the world one way or another. So it might be best if the two of you were on really good terms, and talking to them, and talking to your soul and working with your soul, and having me pick up fluorite tower, good energy for you, your heart, your third chakra, and in my world with the third chakra, it's also where we carry our nobility and our integrity. And it's where you can experience your unity with the divine. And literally, self-will is like a muscle or a cord that comes out of the third chakra. And the divine will can be like a rope coming down in front of you and connect with that integrity and with that set of morals and beliefs in you. And you can intertwine your self will with divine will and be a little more at ease, and you will feel divine support of your soul and you being one. And as you bring in your soul's light, you automatically connect with the divine. It's one of the features of the soul. The soul is the connecting link between us humans and the divine. And so the three of you, your soul, and the divine, can work together on your soul's purposes. And you can utilize the divine to give you information and energy and support in getting your soul's purposes out in the world. And to feeling safe, because this is part of the missing link. You know, all the doubt yourself ideas are up and can be cleared at this time. All those messages from others about doubting yourself. Who are you to speak so fluently about this and that as if you have some kind of authority? Your authority was literally painstakingly diminished intentionally by some of the adults that were around you as you were growing up, and sometimes some of the adults that you're around now. And you're going to be weeding through that this year. You'll be weeding through those relationships, Melody. So you're going to need the substantiation of the divine and your soul's energy. You can find on my YouTube channel, Annie Batchelder Psychic Channel, Reverend Annie Batchelder Psychic Channel. On my YouTube channel, there's a short video on how to embody your soul's light. It just gives you the how-tos about it and lets you get in that energy. And the more you do that, the more you'll find yourself spiritually progressing, as well as the outer world taking form and shape around you in more suitable ways. You're most welcome, Melody. I'm so glad it's working. Let me just launch into that without your request even. Good morning, Marco. Is there any questions that you would like to have answered? Good morning, Rebecca. Oh, I am so glad to hear from you, Rebecca. It's glad to see you. I'm hoping that your work is getting out in the world and that clients are responding well to some of your new work. And myofascial release. And she's an amazing masseuse in Canada, but you have to tell me in what area. I forgot. I think it's the eastern portion of Canada. So if you're in her neighborhood, y'all should connect. Wonderful, wonderful body worker. She is familiar also with Awakening Your Light Body, which is that course that my teachers, Linnea Roman and Dwayne Packer, taught us. She's from the same lineage as I am. And I love that connection with her, with Rebecca. So glad to have you. Today, we have a little more time. I want to announce again. Oh, here's Rebecca. Okay. Is it good timing with everything going on in my life circumstances for adopting again? Absolutely. It's like saying, is it a good time for me to have an opportunity to love or to receive love? Yes, and yes, and yes, for sure. Yes. And this kitten will, you get them young, they're going to be climbing the curtains, but, and they'll keep you busy. But I think for you, it would be a really good time to have that in your life. Keep your life. Oh, Cynthia Clark says she couldn't find the Etsy store. I'm going to go get the link to it and I'm going to post it on Facebook. is my Etsy store? Place. Come to me, open file, said she. Please. It's not giving it to me. There we go. All right. Etsy shop. Copy. Right. Etsy store link on the Facebook page. Here's one for you, Cynthia. There we go. Beautiful. There we go. Soul Sorcerer. There we go. Yippee. All right. Now, so Rebecca wants to know which one, the gray or the black? Black. The gray is pretty cute, but the black one, the black one both needs you and you need what that cat has to offer. And that black one has a sole purpose in contributing to you and bringing more love to you, bringing a more little light. And also she helps you, I think the black one's a she, to love yourself unconditionally. You know, when we have to have a pet and they have their own individual personality and we have to love them as they are, it's a good reminder that we have to love ourselves as we are, even with some of the defects that we're not as happy with at this time. If you want to get them both, that's a possibility too, because that way they will keep each other company and roll each other around the world and get into trouble together, but they would be good for you. There's a frequency that's coming down into you right now, Rebecca, that's coming into the top of your head, back of your spine. It's a message from Zanea. She says, trust yourself, trust yourself, trust yourself, trust yourself. These are things you know. That's nice. Zanea's energy with yours feels really good. Oh my. Oh. Let's see. Messages. To contribute to. Thank you, Jessica Beckman, Nicole Ashton. Love seeing you here. As I have 18 comments, but I don't know. I mean, these hard to tell. So who needs what? As we link together in health, in harmony, in wholeness, and in that divine frequency of love that flows through all of us and links us to all life, we offer our love for all life, the microbes, the fish in the sea, the animals that roam the earth, the plants and the trees, the birds, all the life force spirits, those beings who help to maintain the planet. And of course, we offer our love for Mother Earth as she provides all the oxygen, water, food that supports us in our work here. So we offer love to Mother Earth and all creations and all those that Mother Earth serves. It's through our gratitude that we are able to love, to give back, to know that we have enough. Good to do for today. Thank you for being here. Please visit the Etsy store. You can get the first 2 chapters of my book, Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness, an Akashic Records Guide to Living a Fulfilled Life. The first chapter is the introduction channeled by the Akashic Beings of Light, and then a little bit about me. And the second chapter is how to read your Akashic records. So it's fundamental to the entire book. It gets you rocking and rolling right out the chute. And I think you'll feel the energy in these chapters and how wonderful and supportive of you it is. The guides are so sweet, so loving, so positive, so validating, that they have given me everything that I need to be where I am and have the life that I live now, and I'm so grateful. Thank you, Akashic Beings of Light. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being with me. We'll see you tomorrow. By the way, is the new moon ceremony. So we're going to do a seeds of intention, celebration, manifestation ritual for the new moon. And tomorrow I'm planting my veggies, my veggie garden, because now it's time, and it's good to plant during the new moon. Melody says, thank you very much. Have a lovely day. Thank you, Melody. Good thing you dropped in, huh? I'm so glad to have you. Thank you, lovies. Join me tomorrow, 10 a.m. right here on Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness Facebook page. And bring a crystal, a candle, a flower, and a bowl of water. And also have a pen and paper so you can write down your intentions. What you need to write down for tomorrow's ceremony. I'd love to have you join me. Thank you so much. All right. And everything is good, and we are good to go.